Welcome to Attack Solutions, the innovative provider of cybersecurity services. This video presents our cybersecurity approach for utilizing our penetration testing services. Reconnaissance is the first step in a penetration testing engagement. It enables pen testers to identify, locate, gather, and record metrics about the target environment and software application utilizing tools such as NetSparker and Wireshark. Following reconnaissance, the application software components are mapped to facilitate transactional tracing, and a topology is assimilated exhibiting a graphical analog of the infrastructure using tools such as SolarWinds, Network Topology Mapper, and Datadog. Next, a centralized repository of all known vulnerabilities and weaknesses is assimilated. This is a risk register, and it serves as a baseline of areas in the application or infrastructure that can be easily exploited. The register is created using tools such as Spira Plan, Risk Management Studio, and AI Tracker. A vulnerability assessment scan is then performed against the application and environment. The respective systems are traversed using a barrage of sophisticated cyber tools including Metasploit, NetSparker, and Wireshark, uncovering vulnerabilities and weaknesses that are exploitable. At this juncture, the risk register is expanded to include all vulnerabilities uncovered, and are classified by severity according to potential business risk. A selection of these vulnerabilities are identified as candidates for launching a mock attack to demonstrate exploitation and damage. Attack vectors are then scripted for those vulnerabilities selected for the mock attack. These vectors are coded scenarios to be executed with the intent to penetrate and cause damage, and are scripted using the Nmap, Acunetix, and OpenVAS tools. Using the scripted vectors, an ethical cyber attack is launched. This is a sanctioned assault against a staged application, which resembles the production system. During the assault, transaction logs record the behavior of the system, and these are subsequently scrutinized to pinpoint exploitable entry points. The exposed entry points are then penetrated using a set of ethical hacking techniques and tools. Damage is exacted to a level sufficient to prove that bad actors are able to do the same or worse. The degree of damage is greatly influenced by the pen tester's experience, and we are very potent at exploitation. Findings and recommendations report the degree of exploitation success and damage caused, and underscore exploitable vulnerabilities, technical weaknesses, hidden entry points for hackers, and suggest how to elevate the cyber readiness of the system so they become less exploitable. At this stage, vulnerability remediation is performed by the client to address a prioritized set of vulnerabilities with the intent to elevate the cyber readiness of the affected systems. This may include application revision, security tightening, API plugins, patches, and operating systems upgrades. In addition to application vulnerability remediation, the environment and infrastructure on which the application runs are hardened to better detect, isolate, and neutralize incoming cyber threats. This may include upgrades to OS systems, and reconfiguration of network devices and security appliances. Following remediation and hardening, the application and its environment are rescanned to validate that the remediated vulnerabilities have neutralized corresponding cyber threats, and that the targeted application and environment are more hardened to circumvent future cyber attacks. A final cyber report is issued at this stage that highlights the penetration testing and remediation accomplishments and gauges these against the original pen testing objectives. Guidance is also provided on the enhancements and enforcement of stronger corporate cyber policies. As the penetration testing cycle approaches the final stages, the current cyber policies of the client are analyzed and reformulated to factor newer and more advanced security practices that are considered necessary to better manage and circumvent a growing inflow of potent threats. Depending on the terms of the penetrating testing engagement, we may be retained to further assist the client in the implementation and enforcement of its revised cyber corporate policies. Frequent rescans may also be arranged to ensure that a high level of cyber preparedness is maintained. To know more about Attack Solutions and our cybersecurity approach, please call us at 202-747-3443 or email us at info@attacksolutions.com, or you can reach us through any of our social media platforms.